So this is a tree that, just dry my phone. So this is a tree that fell yesterday right in front of me, Neo and Gia. So we were, Gia, come here, G. Come here, puppy. I've got to walk under it because it's like, look. We were literally here. So the first branch of it is here. There, I can touch it. And then it looks like that. I think it's got so wet. It's such an old tree and it's got so wet, and then it was so windy yesterday. It just couldn't hold the wet branch or the wet, the wet tree bark and all that. And it's just rotted and rotted and rotted until it's just fallen. And look, it's like crazy. Look, it absolutely fell from its roots, dead in front of us. Honestly, I can't. And I just put the camera away. I was doing one of my TikToks and I put it away. About 10 seconds later, this thing fell in front of us. And like I said, I could literally put my arm out and touch one of the branches, one of the little ones. So that's how close it was. And then it actually caught on hair as well, so it would have been a lot worse, but it stopped. So yeah, that's the tree. It got caught up there, look, it's fallen right across from its roots, up, snap, held up there. Otherwise, if it had come down and not fallen there, then it would have hit me and Neo and Gia. We probably wouldn't be here now. Which is absolutely crazy. And when I got home, it wasn't until I got home and watched, sorry, I'm cleaning my screen, and watched it back, watched the video back of the tree. Like me and Neo were like, oh my god, like it was like adrenaline, I suppose. We filmed it and we're like, oh my god, this thing's just literally falling in front of us, nearly hitting us. But I suppose adrenaline or whatever stopped us from sort of panicking about it and actually realising how close it was and realising, oh my god, that could have killed us or really seriously hurt us. Like, it wasn't until we got home and looked back at the video that it, like, I was a bit shook up by it and like, oh my days, that really was freaking close. Really close. Like really close to hitting us. Like crazy close. But yeah, that's the tree. And like I said, then I got a bit shaken up about it because of for obvious reasons. I was like, oh my gosh, for obvious reasons. It then sort of hit me how close it was. Like all the times I've been in hospital and nearly died and things, and I've been brought back. My heart has actually stopped and I've been resuscitated. Like my heart flatlined 5 times. 5 different times. That's what, because I didn't know. So when I last was in hospital, they told me how many times I'd actually flatlined, and that is from, you know, my own self, you know, doing that to myself, and also from, you know, ex-partners doing that to me, and the police wanted to do them for attempted murder, and, you know, also from my own doing in different ways of, you know, doing silly things when I was a silly person, to do with drinking and drugs, etc. So also, yeah, because of that, I had pancreatitis and I went into diabetic coma and all these various things. I had broken this, just everything. It's been my life's been strange, and Yeah, very strange. And my friend on here, Edward, who is a lovely man, who I talked to on here. Hello, Edward. I was talking about the Prodigy thing and how the video made me cry and cry and cry over and over, and it wasn't because I'd danced for them and met them and sort of not knew him, I'm not saying that, but had met them and danced on stage with them at several different events. So, you know, had met them in person, you know, several times backstage and things like that. And I can work out like how it's really sad that he's dead. It's really sad that Keith, the, you know, Prodigy, it's really sad how he died. They've ruled it suicide by hanging, and he was drinking drugs at the time, I think, were in his system. So yeah, that's all sad in its own rights, but I couldn't work out why it was sad for me personally. Like watching nobody dance, all stand there, and I think Edward nailed it in one of his comments today by saying, Mom, like, it's, oh my goodness, yeah, it's probably me sort of, I don't know, saying, I don't know, sort of saying goodbye to my past, not, I don't know. Ed would put it really well in one of my comments, in one of his comments, sorry, and he's right. Yes, you can. So thank you, Edward, because you're right. I truly believe you're right in what you said about it's like, that's my past and missing it, but also, yeah, everything you said, it's bang on. So thank you. And also, just thank you. You're brilliant. I think you're awesome, and you're a really good friend to me. You really are. So thank you. Thank you, Edward. Anyway, I'm going to get going because it's really raining, and I don't know if it's damaging my phone or not.
Probably is.
Maybe. I'm sure Sam would be actually happy if it was, wouldn't you, sir?
Yes.
Yes, he would.
I'd smile.
He would smile, thank you.
I'd celebrate it.
He would celebrate it. Wonderful.
That Mum's phone died.
Problem is, like, this whole technology thing. When me and Mike first got together, I was so anti it. I didn't have a computer. I didn't have anything. I had an old TV, and I had a phone that was a little flip phone. Even though I could have had a really good one, I just didn't care. I didn't watch TV at all I did was listen to music. And when me and Mike got together, he's like introduced me to the world of the internet. Honestly, you ready? When we got together, I'm not talking about when we met, because we met decades ago. We got together 40, 50 years ago, something like that. Finally got together from being friends for all those years. Oh my god, you can hear that there. But yeah, he introduced me to like online shopping and Amazon, and it was music. He went, Gemma, you know you don't have to buy CDs. This is like, no, I said this is like 2010, so about 2008. Mike was one that said, Gemma, you don't have to buy CDs anymore. You can just get everything you want from the internet. I was like, what? What is this thing called the internet? I have no idea about it. So he introduced it, and I was like, right, this is the best thing ever. Free music, all the music I can get. Then it was like, oh my god, there's a thing called Amazon. I can buy anything I want from anywhere around the world. This is ridiculous. And suddenly there's a computer in the house. I've got a different phone. There's a big TV, and I've no longer got CDs and DVDs and stuff like that. I'm watching films. It's crazy. Blew my mind. You can watch this film. Oh my god, can I? Yeah. So, and now all these years later, I think he absolutely regrets introducing that to me, because now I do this, and this is the do have massive reasons for doing these little videos and stuff. It's not for views, it's for me. And it gives me a little outlet to talk about stuff. It gives me an outlet to just talk, because I was talking to myself. Like, because you got to think, probably about an hour of actual recording I do a day, if that. The rest of the time I'm talking to my children and the dog and the kittens and myself. So it's nice to have a bit of an outlet talking here. And also, it's kind of, I am incredibly ill with my disease. It could kill me at any time. It is classed as terminal. And so this is kind of to record my life as well for my kids. So, and if the worst did happen, you know, my kids have got my ramblings. There's some deer over there, look. And there's guns going off, and there's deer running over there. You can't see there. One, there's another one with it. There's 2 deer, and there's guns going off. Oh my gosh, I hate it. I hate it. Yesterday, look, they're running. One. And that's the back one. Oh, you can't see. There's 2 over there anyway. They're running and there's gunshots going off. It's horrible. But yeah, kind of document my life for my children, and they can go, "Oh yeah, Mum really wasn't enough." I did talk a lot to herself, so she put a camera in front and say, talk like that instead. I decided not to talk about anything negative on here, on my YouTube channel. So I made the decision that I wanted to be a positive little family channel, and I made the choice to not really talk about my disease on here, not really talk about my mental health, not really talk about my past on here, because I wanted to be more of a positive outlook on my life and memories of my life. But I did do a while back asking people if they wanted to hear about the rest of my life, and they all put yes. It was like voting, everyone voted yes. So I'm going to do it again. I'm going to put that out there. Also my modelling. I don't talk about my modelling actually, and the things I've done. So I think I'm going to put another poll up. So if you want to hear about like my modelling and see some of my modelling stuff, my dancing stuff, you want to hear some of those stories, which some are quite funny, if you want, because I don't like to talk about that because I feel like I'm being arrogant, or like, I don't know, better than, so I don't know, I'm such a, I worry that I don't ever want to be arrogant. I'm such a not arrogant person, it's crazy. And it's like the fact that anyone listens to anything I say on here, but it's not mine. A million times thank you. Like I said, I didn't do it for years, but I listen to my videos. So yeah, I don't talk about my modelling because of that. I don't talk about my dancing because of it. And I don't talk about the bad thing, which is even, like I said, because I don't want to be a downer. I don't talk about homeschooling even, and that's a massive deal. We've homeschooled 3 children of 3 different ages since that, you know, since Dom. We never had children. I always said that I would never send them to school. Also, why my children don't eat sugar and sweets and that decision. There's lots of things that I could talk about, but I don't want to, like, I don't know, be negative on it. But I will, if people want me to be not negative, I will be negative. I will talk about all these things. So I'm going to do another poll, see what you guys think. Yeah, we'll see. But for now, I'm going to go because it's really raining. And I don't have to work on my phone. So, blah 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 blah. Always be kind. Peace. Car.